Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to break down this beautiful buy setup that occurred on gold today using the SMC X order flow strategy. Now guys, yeah, today I don't have my top on. It is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it today because it's absolutely roasting, and it's just the Irish houses are not built to withstand this heat, and that's the issue. So it's like it's trapping in all the heat from the outside, and you know, we're not used to 25 degrees, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. But before we get started, make sure to join the free Telegram mentorship, link in the bio. I'll be teaching about order flow a lot in there, so make sure you join that right now. Now, to get started, let's break down this setup real quick. So looking at around the 12-hour to the 6-hour time frame, I believe it was here, we had a higher time frame point of interest, and I want to point out a quick thing that was occurring on gold at the moment. If you take a look at gold, we are consolidating, and usually when I take a look at the three market phases, I'm looking at consolidation, manipulation, trend. The manipulation eventually will clear out either the lows or the highs first, and whichever way it clears first, I usually look at trading the opposite direction. So we had the consolidation, and we had liquidity on the top and on the bottom. So the liquidity was on the bottom, and the liquidity was also on the top right here. So what I look for is I look for one of them to get cleared first, and then I look to trade in the opposite direction. So as you can see, the lows got cleared first and to trade in the opposite direction. But I need to see price first of all react, at least from a demand or supply. And as you can see, we had our demand right here. Now, when price does this, I drop down straight away. First of all, what I was seeing on the 4-hour time frame right here is we had this low and we failed to break this low, whereas consistently on the 4-hour, every single low we're breaking below with a body close, body close, body close. Here, no body close. So this was just a liquidity grab. That's a liquidity purge of that low. Taking a look at the 1-hour time frame, this is what it looked at right here, what it looked like right here. Okay, now when I usually see something like this, I drop down to the 1-minute time frame straight away, and I want to look for a change of character. So this is how simple this strategy is going to be. What do we look for, guys? We look for a change of character. The change of character is going to occur by breaking this high right here. So if I break this high, this is where I look to enter. So my setup will be simple. It will be here. The entry will be this high. So after the change of character, my entry will be right here, the retest of that high, and the stop loss below the most recent low. As you can see, just like so. So we broke above it, we retested, and this is where I look to enter my trade. Now guys, what do I do on the order flow? Because I don't just enter randomly like this. I need some sort of confirmation that's actually going to let me know that the order flow within here, okay, the buying pressure within here is strong enough to reverse the selling pressure that was coming from here. So this is what you need to look at. You're not simply just taking a look at the volume just as it steps in, but you want to make sure that the volume of the buyers right here is completely taken over in comparison to the volume of the sellers of that range, because whoever brought that range down is obviously the sellers, right? So taking a look at the order flow footprints, then I pull that up, and we're on the 1-minute time frame, and this is what I like to see. So as you can see, as we were coming along, first of all, as we were stepping down, there's still a lot of buying. As you can see, a lot of buying prematurely occurring. So this is a sign there's a lot of buying as we were coming down. So as we were approaching that demand, okay, there was clearly buyers' interest. Now the selling right here was also strong. So as you can see, there was a lot of like low swings up and down, and a lot of wicks, because there's buying and selling occurring. And when you have buying and selling occurring and they're leveled, this is something that you want to watch out for. Okay, because the market can go either way. What I want to see is a clear imbalance in one direction, and when I see a clear imbalance on one direction where one side is completely overpowering the other side, this is when I'm interested. So I will keep waiting until the buyers overpower the sellers before looking for an entry. So as you can see right here, the sellers are essentially overpowering. But remember guys, the law of effort and result states that whatever is occurring on the effort should occur in the result, but it's not doing that. We have a lot of strong selling, but it's going nowhere. They're being absorbed. Once again, 172 minus 284, but look, all of the sellers have been absorbed because this candle actually ends up being a bullish candle, and the sellers were trapped right here, right at the bottom right here. We had selling imbalances. That's a seller's trap. So now we went a delta flip from minus 172 minus 284. Now we're going into the positive deltas of 138, 286, 206, etc. So this is when we start looking and we start getting interest in the buying. And now once again, this is the first few signs, and we keep going, you know, there's sellers and buyers arguing here, sellers and buyers. And this is the high that I want to break. Okay, so I need to see a break above this high. And once we break above that high, I want to see the retest right here. This is where we retested, and I look to enter from here. So as you can see, as we broke above, the buyers are clearly in strength here still. There's still a little bit of selling, but the buyers are still in strength in my opinion. 182, well, not in my opinion, in the, well, the facts of the order flow. My apologies, not opinion at all. Now, 182, 187 minus 24, 117, 127 minus 11 was stronger. We take a look at it from a percentage wise. If the buyers are already like 2 to 3 times larger than the sellers, it's not too interesting. But when it's like 10 times, 20 times, this is when it gets interesting. So to do that, you just do simple maths. Max delta over the min delta. 187 is larger than 24 by how many times? You know, at least 8 times. Okay, same thing right here. 154 over minus 11, at least 15 times. So this is how we take a look at it. And as we retested, guys, as we retested once again, some very, very strong buying stepping in, some very strong buying stepping in. 108, 116 minus 19, 125, 136 minus 7. And at that point, I would have just executed my buy right here. It's as simple as that. I would have executed the buy right there. Now, there was multiple other like, oops, my apologies. There was multiple other confirmations as we go along. It's not always just the delta that we take a look at. The POCs are consistently closing above each other. We have multiple exhaustions at all of these lows. See, exhaustion, 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 exhaustion. Sellers traps. So all the sellers right here, right at that low, got trapped, as you can see. And if you don't understand sellers traps, make sure to watch my sellers trap video in the playlist of order flow. Sellers trap, look, all selling right here on the bid and 0 on the offers. But price, what does it do? Fails to close any lower. So these sellers got trapped right here, and price reverses against them. So when it reverses against them, people that get trapped will close their position and look and FOMO to get into the real move, which is why you usually get a fairly volatile move after a big seller's trap. Remember, effort is result. If you have a small seller's trap, most likely small move. Big seller's trap, big move. It all depends on the volume as well. That is pretty much it, guys. That was the setup. Beautiful, beautiful setup. As you can see, where would I have targeted? I would have simply targeted this high, or some, oops. This is the high that I would have targeted, and I would have wanted to go for a simple 3 to 1. That would have, that take profit would have been hit in like 10-20 minutes. Simple as that. And that is the trade, guys. And if you take a look at the previous videos that I've been posting, this setup occurs over and over again. So it's not new, okay? It's not out of the blue. This is so duplicatable, and that's the beauty of it. Guys, as I said, if you're interested in learning more about order flow, make sure to check out the free order flow beginner's course that I've uploaded. It's a playlist on my YouTube channel. Check out my playlist, you'll find it. And yeah, guys, anyone also that's interested in getting access to this software, make sure to head down the link in the bio, subscribe, drop a like, show all of that love, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day.